focus, people. Let's get focused. Whoa. Let's get focused. Let's keep focus is more like it. My phone ain't cooperating with me. All right, boom, bam, there I go. Hi, your boy Tom 202 and the his ales. Once again, yeah. So, bust it, Richard Sherman, one of my favorite players. Especially the way he did Crabtree. Don't you ever put Crabtree up against me? That's what happens. When Crabtree played for San Francisco, he might still play for San Francisco. But San Francisco is not the same threat that they were a couple of years ago. Nonetheless, Richard Sherman is reportedly being sought after by Bill Belichick. The Pats, of all people. Let's listen to some of these reports. Let's listen to this one.
The rumblings that Richard Sherman could have potentially been a piece of this secondary. That would have been pretty insane.
Man, I mean, remember how shocked we were when the Patriots signed Stephon Gilmore?
Yeah.
If that was Richard Sherman, I could not remember. I can't even think of a signing or a trade or any sort of roster move that would be more surprising than that, especially given the history that he has with Tom Brady and with his team. Obviously, it's a mutual respect kind of thing, but there is a pretty big kind of healthy rivalry going back to the Super Bowl rather, to the UMAD bro.
UMAD bro.
2012, yeah.
And I feel like I don't know if I would say he's fallen off, but his status as the number one cornerback in the entire league, I feel like it's not as cemented as it was
the number one?
2014,
It ain't
2015.
Rivas.
But he's still one of the best cornerbacks in this entire league, which is I think it's kind of surprising that the Seahawks are kind of openly admitting that they're taking calls on him.
Yeah, it was very surprising when Michael Lombardi said on a podcast a couple of weeks ago that the Seahawks would be open to trading him. But so now,
okay, there's just some banter right there that's on the internet. I got this off NESN on YouTube. But let's look at this for a minute. Let's just think about this. Let's think about this. For one, you think about the rivalry, like they said, the whole "you mad, bro" happened a couple years ago when Brady. Basically, how that happened is Tom Brady went over. He basically fronted on Sherman, and I'm not sure if it was Chambers, and he said, who are you guys? Basically called them nobodies. And they kind of looked at each other and was like, okay. And he hyped them up and make them play. And one thing you don't want to do to the best corner in the whole league is make them play better. And that's exactly what he did. I don't think Brady was aware of what he was doing, but Richard Sherman is still a shutdown corner. That's all that's to it. Him, Darrelle Revis, they're shutdown corners. Namdi Asamoah was a shutdown corner. Okay, that's what they do. They shut the whole side of that field down. And if you try to throw into that area, there's going to be some interceptions or somebody's going to, end up, leaving the game because of a concussion. There's something's going to happen. And the Legion of Boom did just that. And you see what they did to Peyton Manning. And when they did to Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl and they beat him 48 to something, it's simply because of their receivers did not want to catch the ball. They were afraid of Sherman and the rest of the defense because that's why they called them the Legion of Boom. They were just clocking people, just clack, and they didn't care. And the thing about it was they wasn't getting fined doing it because they wasn't doing it helmet to helmet. This is not the person that you want to talk stuff to. But that's what Tom Brady did. Tom Brady is a crap talker. That's what he does. Nonetheless, the rivalry that galvanized because of that one comment, because after that game, Richard Sherman went over to Brady and was just like, you mad, bro? And there's a whole picture of that, and Brady with his head down because they lost. The Pats lost. That rivalry right there is what you want in football. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the freaking everybody, but nonetheless, it's the Steelers. It's the Steelers. I'm sorry, low under weather. It's the Steelers versus the Cowboys all over again. It's what you want to see. You want to see that 1 foot of thumb in 81. That's what made football football. Richard Sherman talks big, but he backs it up. He's what makes football football. So you see the ambivalent feelings I have about all of a sudden now you're acquiring that one person that makes you want to watch the Patriots versus the Seahawks. You want to see Richard Sherman stick it to Tom Brady every time. You want to see Tom Brady try to throw to Richard Sherman's side of the field to show that he's lacking. You want to see that battle all game. You don't want to see it once. You don't want to see it twice. You want to see those two go at it because they're the best in the business. Point blank. This is what you pay your money for. So you see how skewed the NFL is now. Not only that, there's one reason why they were taking him is because there was another corner, forgot what his name is, that who plays for the Patriots. And basically, what the Patriots do is when their team wins a Super Bowl, the teammates start asking for more money. Belichick doesn't want to pay you more money. So when that happens, he looks at your contract and he's just like, I'm not going to pay you more money, but what I will do is I will release you. And I'll go find somebody who can do what you can do. Butler is his name. So that's basically what's going on. So Belichick is like, I'll go get, Malcolm Butler. We don't really need you. We'll go get Richard Sherman. And that's just how Belichick is. He has no loyalty but to maybe 5 people on the team. He really doesn't care. As long as he has Tom Brady, he really don't care. Tom Brady will throw to anybody. Tom Brady, that tight end, and then he's got those slot backs. He doesn't care about anybody else except a couple linemen. But then again, he got rid of Vince Wilfork, who was a great defensive line. Cut him right out because of the salary cap. Look, Belichick doesn't play. You notice how he never smiles? He ain't playing with nobody. He wins a Super Bowl and he wins it like this. Because it doesn't mean it's like, I will chop you in a heartbeat. I will cut you right off my roster. I have Tom Brady. I had Drew Bledsoe. What do you want to do? What you want to do? As far as Richard Sherman is concerned, although I understand the move, I don't like it as far as football when it comes to making me, somebody who hardly watches football, watch football. This is why I tell you that it's all fixed. It's all a game of flip-flopping, fixing the game the way you want it to go. Now, you can't tell me with the acquisition of Richard Sherman and possibly Adrian Peterson that the Patriots are not going to start rolling people over left and right. Listen, Adrian Peterson is like 32 years old. Richard Sherman is 29. It's not like these guys are old as dirt. They can still perform. And here's what's really great about them. You don't even have to have them in the game all the time. Like, you don't even have to wear them out. You can go get one of these 20-year-olders. What I drop? My medicine. You can get one of these 20-year-olders. Throw them in the game. Straight out of the draft. Go get somebody straight out of the draft. How old are you? 21, 22? You got some good knees. Go on out there. Get some third stringer to go out there for a couple minutes. Throw Sherman right back in the game. Let him rest for about a good 5 minutes. Look what the score is. Let Tom Brady do his thing. We're up by 21. Richard, come out of the game. And do that every single game that you're up by at least 14 points. Richard, come out of the game. Up, they just scored. Richard, go back into the game. And that's how you play your older players. And you keep them. Because here's one reason why. You're under the salary cap. Richard Sherman ain't going to get what he used to get. He knows that. He's not. You think he cares? Richard's going to get another ring. That's what he cares about. He's gonna get decent money. He's not gonna get terrible money. He's not gonna get league minimum, which is $1.6 million. It's not gonna happen. Richard might come out with a 5-6 million, maybe probably even more than that. Adrian Peterson might come out with maybe 3 million. Sherman might come out with 10 million, might get a 2-year contract. I think Sherman's good for another, 4 or 5 years, truthfully. He's got hurt once. I'm just saying, it's just even more lopsided now than it's ever been. Even with Belichick, doing all that tossing people around left and right, getting people who either almost beat you or beat you in some really serious games, denied you a Super Bowl. You want to go and acquire those people? I mean, it's just not. It's not even funny. It's like, what's the team? It's not even fun anymore. It really isn't. There's no loyalty anymore. It's like, come on, like if those guys get Richard Sherman, it just, you guys can't see that this is all fixed. And this is all just, boys having fun playing you and making millions of dollars that you're not making. Making your money while you're going to work. What that one Raiders fan say? He said, we go and work 2 jobs just to buy tickets. Where they do that at? Not only in Oakland, but they do it all over the country to buy these tickets. And now they're playing in Mexico. They're playing in Europe just to expand and get more money. No, not the kid. Not going to happen. I'm not doing that. I'm not buying your stupid tickets because you guys are not serious. I'd rather go see these Bantam, play. I'd rather go see maybe some high school ball. I don't mind some good old-fashioned high school ball. Especially with rivalries coming into town. Remember that? NFL is fixed.